Hello everyone, it is January 30th, 1942, and our continuing struggle against the Empire of Japan. Let's see what this turn has to bring for us. Looks like we're going to start out with some air night strikes with some Chinese bombers trying to hit the Wuchang airfield, doing some moderate damage to the field but not finding any planes on the ground. I have Blenheims also hitting Bangkok, flying from Pegu, and unfortunately they don't do anything either, just getting a single runway hit. We're on to the AM airface. Looks like he's sweeping Rangoon. First sweep is ineffective, with 3 of his Oscars going down, but now that the Zeros have joined, we're probably going to take some losses. Back and forth here. Looks like our Lightnings are in the thick of it. Yeah, 3 more Oscars down. I moved my P-38s back up into the high altitudes, and that seems to have helped a lot. I'm getting that dive bonus to dive down on those sweeping planes. We're going to skip through some of these combats here. The same ones that we've had for a while. We've got another sweep. This time, my Lightnings are taking some losses, it looks like. But 2 Zeros go down for the loss of one of my Lightnings. We're bombing at Clark. Clark is in a little bit of trouble. Its forts have not held out as well as I would have liked. And more sweeps. He's really trying to take out Rangoon. Again, my Lightnings are in the thick of the action, and one of them falls to the ground. A little bombing above Singapore, and my fighters are going to be able to make contact with these Sallies. And then have a little air-to-air action, but again, get among the bombers again in a post-bombing intercept. And yeah, 6 Sallies destroyed. I lose 3 fighters, but also take an Oscar. It's a decent trade. I am now trying to move out of Cyan. I think I said this last turn. He has 6,700 AV here, more here, more here. And I just can't hold in this clear terrain. So I'm moving back up to the north. Hopefully I'll be able to get out before he enters the Hex, so it's just a race against time at this point. Some sweeps over Singapore, and some more bombing. And again, I'm able to make contact with some of these bombers coming in, which is nice. I lose a Hurricane 2A Trop, which is the tropical mod of the Hurricane, so to speak, allowing it to operate better in warmer climes. Not exactly sure what that meant. If it was a redesigned radiator, I'll have to look that up. In any case, more good results for us as we take out more bombers and more fighters above Singapore. Yeah, shaping up to be a really nice day in the air for us if it wasn't for all of those Lightning losses. My planes go back to hitting the runway here. Last turn he was sweeping from this X, so I just need to keep this runway shut down. The bombers are doing a good job of that, getting decent runway hits. In a couple days he'll be back down to full damage and he won't be able to use it any longer. What I'm surprised he's not doing is running long-range cap from Bangkok. What I would do is I'd use my Zeros to run long-range cap here, so when my bombers come in, they get jumped by those fighters, but I'm glad he's not doing it, because it allows me to bomb without escorts. Oscars intercept my B-17s trying to bomb the airfield at Johor Bahru. It looks like he's at least forcing some to turn away. And by the time, yeah, 6 damage and none actually make it to the target. The Liberator's a little bit of a larger flight here, is going to make it through and do some damage on the ground. Yeah, destroying 3 planes, or destroying 1 plane on the ground, doing some okay runway hits, would have liked better. This flight of B-17s make it through, but they get intercepted on the way out of the Hex by 16 Oscars. They manage to escape with only 1 damaged plane, though, and destroy a Sally on the ground. A little bit more bombing here, trying to destroy that airfield. Damage the airfield, I should say. And again, lots of bombing today. Again, we're going to try to speed through it, but sometimes it takes a little while for the animation to play. Another sweep over Singapore. Inconclusive. And despite us intercepting this unescorted flight of Sallies, they make it through, just losing 1 plane to Cap. Long air phase today. Seems that way, at least. Lots of action going on in different areas. Tons of sweeps going over Rangoon. In this case, just didn't really engage. It's strange to see that there wasn't more combat there. Oscar sweeps, this time doing some damage to my Cap. Yeah, 2 of my planes go down. They've done all right today, though. I think they've done more damage than they've taken there at Singapore. I'm just doing some light bombing at Balikpapan against those troops in clear terrain there. I need to also start destroying those airfields as well. Because once he starts putting zeros there, I start being in trouble. He'll be able to sweep Samarinda, or excuse me, Sorayaba, from that range, and if he does, there's not much I can do about it, because I don't have any P-38s in Sorayaba, so I don't have any fighters that can go head-to-head with those zeros. Changsha, another ground combat here, another bad day for the Chinese army. He takes a lot of disablements, but I take more combat squads destroyed. 1 to 2, fort level 0. Could be worse, but I am getting pushed out of the Hex. Slowly but surely. Deliberate attack at Clark Field. He's been having good luck with these attacks. He has lots of large divisions that are staying pretty much intact. That assault division still at 380 AV. A few here still at 200. This guards division still at 290. Whereas I don't think I have anything above this infantry division, 31st Philippines, which started its life, I think, this turn at 90 or something like that. And he's done a good job of reducing my forts here, too. 1-to-1 attack reduces my forts all the way to 0. He takes kind of comparable losses and combat squads destroyed. He, of course, has a few more disablements. And everything else is kind of a wash, though. Man, that's a lot of guns disabled for me. Him taking the forts down to 0 isn't good to see. If he can continue to damage that airfield, I'm not going to be able to raise my forts back up, and the next time he attacks, my odds won't be quite as good. Current copy near Chainsaw. They attack 50-1 odds, and yeah, my core gets pushed out of the hex back to where it came from. I was trying to kind of get it out of this area, but it looks like it's going to get destroyed in this pocket here. Little bombardment, and another bombardment attack. Deliberate attack Mir Sing. Let's see if Mir Sing falls. It does not, though it has to be close. And that's it for the turn. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the Discord. Take care, everybody.